Hi, this is Miss Cindy. I hope everybody's doing okay and healthy and happy. It's been a long time since I've done a craft video. The last one I did was for Christmas, where I showed you the cutting boards that I did for Christmas gifts. But since then, I had to move. So I was searching for a place and I had to pack up, move, and unpack and get settled. So I haven't done much crafting within the past 4 or 5 months. Anyway, I'm settled now and I have a lot of projects that I want to tackle. But at the end of the year, I do a small video to show you the different crafts and projects that I've done in between my videos. And this is just to give you an idea, maybe some inspiration on some of these that you can do, some of the techniques that I've used. They're all still pictures, they're not videos. So I will take you to the computer and show you those different projects that I've done during the year in between my videos last year. So I have quite a few projects I have in mind. I think the next project I'm going to do is I want to paint a terracotta pot. I've got a nice sized porch and I love plants and I have terracotta pots. I have some ceramic pots, but I thought it would be a good craft if I painted one, which I've never done before. And if it comes out, then maybe I'll get some smaller pots and do that craft with the kids so they can paint, and then I'll get a little plant put in there and they can take it home and see if they can get it to grow. So that's one of the projects. That's probably going to be the next project I do. And then I also want to do, and this is going to be in the future because I need to do some research on this, but I already have the sneakers and I was going to paint another pair of sneakers, but I think I'm going to hydro dip them. So I need to do a little bit more research because I don't want to ruin these sneakers. Because once again, they're leather sneakers. I didn't want to ruin them with the acrylic paint. But I could really mess these up. So anyway, those are just a couple of the craft projects that I plan on doing in the future. But in the meantime, to close out 2022, let's go to the computer so I can show you some of the projects that I did last year. Okay, I started out with Black History Month. And these are plaques that you can already get with the wood and the letters on them I got those from Michael's because I had two good friends that really celebrate Black History Month and they go to different affairs and whatnot. So I picked these up. And I went ahead and I did an acrylic pour on the board. And then I painted the letters black. And then I got a picture of them, which I downloaded, and I put that on there. And then I went ahead and resined it. So this was just a little craft. It was a little gift for them because they're really active into Black history. I have always wanted a bread box. But I wanted a black bread box to match my kitchen. So I did buy one, and I went ahead and painted that black. I used acrylic paint, and then I put a coating over it. And then I added the letters, which I did use the stain so that it would match the top, and I glued those on. So that was just something I did for me. This is a small table that someone made for a friend of mine, and it's just wood. And they wanted this to go into their office, which has the bear themes with the football team. So I was commissioned to see if I can make a little table out of this wood, small, like an end table. So there I'm priming the sides. I didn't prime the top, and you'll see why. I went ahead and painted it with the orange and blue. And then these are decals that I got. They're actually card decals, but they worked fine on this wood. And then there's the other side. And then the top, I Mod Podged with bare fabric. So this came out pretty good. And just as a bonus, I found a little, like a little lamp that you can put together, that the kids could put together, and it lights up. So what I did was the shade for that, which is clear and you can paint on it or crayon and do whatever you want to do with it. I went ahead and took that same fabric and outlined the shade. So there's her little table, her little end table with the lamp. This was just a project that I did because I had the mold for the pyramid resin, the big one, but I wanted to experiment first before I did an actual big one. So this one's pretty small. This is about 4 inches tall. But what's inside is I did a science project. And I'm always doing stuff, crafts with my kids, or science projects with my kids. And these are crystals where you put the solution. It comes in a box. It's a kit. You put it in, you do the mixture, let it sit for like 2 weeks, and the crystals grow. So what I did was I took a little bit of that and I made the crystals, and then I put it in resin to see if it would work. And it actually did work. My only issue here was it has a little bit bubbles, and I'm not too sure how to get those bubbles out, only because you can't put the blowtorch to the mold, to the silicone mold. So this was just, I was satisfied that it will work. So I'll probably go back to that in the future. This was this was a gift, and this was a no-sew blanket. I don't know if you've seen those, but these are so relaxing to do, where you just get the fabric, you know, you get one side with maybe a print, and the other side solid, and you just sit there and you cut the strips and put it together. But this was a gift for a little one. This was a baby gift for a newborn. And there, the baby's room is going to be in the Mandalorian, the little Yoda theme. So the little onesie, I did a transfer, picture transfer. And then I also did a no-sew blanket, but I also did a matching pillow. Like I said, that's comfort stuff for me, because I could just sit back and just do that. Now, this one was a huge job. My son commissioned 2 paintings for me to go into his music room. And this is mixed media. This was an acrylic pour on a large canvas. But the record I made out of wood and then painted it so it looks like a record, like an album. And then all of these, the embellishments, these are wood that I actually painted and then glued down before I resined it. And the keyboard, I use popsicle sticks, and I cut the end so it actually looks like a keyboard, and then I went and drew and painted this in. But I was very pleased with this. Like I said, he just wanted something for the music room. He didn't know, he just wanted music theme, but he gave me the free rein to do what I wanted to do. So that's what I did. And then on the other side of the wall, he is a Star Wars fanatic fan, fan for the Stormtrooper. So I've done a couple other things for him for Stormtrooper. I've done tissue boxes and small paintings and whatnot, but he wanted a large one. So this is a large acrylic pour once again, but this is the comb technique, if you can see the lines in here. So, and then I went ahead and resined it. This was another commission job. This is just another triptych. I've only done one, and that's the first one I did, and somebody came by and she loved it. So she asked me if I can make one in the colors of her living room, and these are her colors. Okay, Santa. This is a really pretty, like a little, it's not even porcelain, but it's a clay doll. But it's just very intricate, very detailed. But the person that wanted it is black, and she wanted to see if I could possibly make this a black Santa. So this is what it looked like before I started. And I got a tiny brush, and I did all of the painting of the hands and the face. And she was pleased with this. So once again, these are just little things that you can do that people don't even think about that you can do, and they work when it comes to crafts if you got a little bit of creativity. This was my biggest job last year, and this was a refurbished old wine rack. And when I got this, it was beat up. This is what it looked like. I mean, the wood was messed up. But the order was to see if I can not only refurbish it, but change the theme to the Washington Kraken. I think it's a hockey team. So this took me a while to do, but I got it done. After I cleaned it up, I went ahead and spray painted the wrought iron to black. And then I sanded down each front. And then I went ahead and painted that. I primed it, painted it. And this is also decals for Seattle Kraken. So I was able to order those. So this is one side. And there's the other side. And this guy was so pleased. He went crazy over it. So anyway, these are just the different projects that I've done in between YouTube. You know, I'm not into YouTube for the money. I'm not into YouTube for the audience. I do a lot of crafts and you know, I just do it for myself and my kids. And if somebody needs something done, I do it as gifts. But some of the things that I've come up with that I've actually thought about have worked. So what I do is I just share that with you. Maybe something you've seen here, you say, oh, that's something I can do. And just go ahead and do it. Because crafting is fun. And nothing comes out bad. And if it does, you just do it over. So thanks for watching. Have a great day.